Thank you very much. My name is Tim Briggs. Very kind. I'm the only Conservative councillor in Lambeth fighting LTNs. The whole of Lambeth. And the reality is that pretty much the only councillors, apart from the Reform Party in London, who are fighting LTNs are Conservative councillors. And I know that will upset a lot of you, but that is the reality. And my starting point in all things is not political. Okay? My job is to represent the views of residents to the council. That is the job of a councillor, not to represent the decisions of the council to you lot. That isn't what councillors are supposed to do, but that is what the Labour councillors do. Now, there will be more walking and cycling in the next few years. There will be more walking and cycling, okay? But the argument for LTNs is circular. Because residents who say they want an LTN normally only want one because there's been another LTN put in nearby. So that's affected the traffic in their ward. So it's a circular argument. The more LTNs you put in, the more LTNs people say that they want. And if you are disabled, elderly, a carer, a key worker, you have a family that needs to go places, you have relatives outside London, you want emergency services, LTNs will have had a massive impact on your life. Because LTNs benefit the few and not the many. And people on lower incomes tend to live near main roads, as David said, where rents are lower, and a greater number of them are black and ethnic minority. So these hypocrite Labour councillors are actually making things worse for the same people that they say that they want to help. Just think about that. Now, 5 months ago, I wrote an article about how LTNs were affecting working class people in London. It's not just LTNs and road closures. Labour councillors, in league with big property developers, are displacing communities. It's not just the LTNs. It's like a perfect storm. London will keep closing down, bit by bit. And I've said before that if you think about London as the brain of our nation, and the flow of vehicles and traffic on the main roads, on the arterial roads are the blood, and on the capillaries, that's like the smaller roads. LTNs are a kind of blood clot. They're a brain hemorrhage. That's what they're doing. They're just stopping the movement, the flow, the freedom, as one of our speakers said. They're stopping the freedom of people to move. Now,
Mini-Holland is one of the councillors.
Let me just tell you quickly about what happened in Wandsworth before I finish. Okay?
Quickly, please.
Wandsworth had LTNs, and 3 weeks later they got rid of them. Why did they get rid of them? Because they don't work, because they had a proper survey. And in that survey, 84% of the people who responded said they didn't want LTNs. So the council got rid of them. So why can't Islington, Hackney and Tower Hamlets have a proper survey like Wandsworth had? Why can't they do that? It's very simple. Why is it that in our boroughs we are always the last people to be asked, and it's always to justify decisions already taken? In Lambeth, just like we've heard from the other speakers, the council asks leading questions, uses dodgy data to justify imposing LTNs. And us residents, then we have to beg for them to be removed or changed. That's the wrong way round. So look, in summary, okay, there is hope, my friends. We're not going away, the traffic is not going away, the pollution is not going away. So what you have to do is go home to your families, go home to your friends, your neighbours, your work colleagues. Tell them not to vote for anyone who is pro-LTN in the elections next year. And I'm sorry to say, where I am, that's Labour, that's the Greens, that's the Lib Dems, that's all of them, okay? And I will give you a guarantee here now, because I heard someone saying, which parties will guarantee to get rid of LTNs? And I give you a guarantee for Lambeth. I can't guarantee beyond that, because I'm the group leader in Lambeth. We will remove all LTNs the first day after we get into power, if we were to get into power. We would remove them and then have a consultation. All of them. We would then consult, which is the right way round. That's the right way round. You remove them and consult. You don't put them in and then say, oh, come and tell us why you don't want them. Okay?
Okay.
I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. Sorry, I'm really sorry.